know what listeners like about our station? It's everything. Radio Fry Fry.
Every single thing. And this is the Breakfast Mix with me, Kamara, Sarah Kamara, and
Brigitte Dalton to say.
Yes, we are here every Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., engaged in open and authentic conversations. And of course, before we get down to today's topic, just a few highlight of the songs that were played. We have Now I Know What Love Is by Jimmy B featuring Trace. I Am by Zone 8 and Sign on the Wall by Sa Wahid. Those were really amazing songs. I think they give we some courage, you know, for the topic today. Because, and members say you can be part of the program by calling us on 088-971-971. We did live on Facebook right now, so you can go there and join me at Radio Fry Fry, engage we in we live comment and we live chat, or you can send me a private message. Just tell me about your own experience. What's not be the expectations where you be personal expectations where you get the societal expectations where you get for deal with, and you know what is not your own personal experience for that day where you turn
30.
30, you're the big 3-0, and you know how life don't be then. How what's not your perspective about life since you turned 30? So really appreciate every one of you, and of course you know so always in the studio for giving our tips, for guiding us, for encouraging us, because that's what Radio Fry Fry is all about.
Indeed, you can call us on 088-971-971 to be part of the show. Call, text, WhatsApp. You can WhatsApp call us if you don't want to do a cross call. We're here and we'll pick up your call. So one for stats first. You know, some people are terrified of turning 30, right? So one guna tips if you're afraid the 30. We did approach, or sometimes you don't approach already, you did afraid at that one. So the number one tip first, now that when you turn 30, not mean say you don't old.
No.
And sometimes actually, as you progress in age, you actually feel more refreshed, much younger.
Wow.
And like for me, for example, even though I don't pass 30, I still not feel like say I old some kind of way, you understand?
Right.
I still feel youthful and refreshed, just like how I've been there way I've been 18.
Right.
So just because you turn 30, no mean say you old. Then another tip is that it's a good thing. You know, when you turn 30 or we don't turn 30, you heartbreaks then now you best teachers them. Because in your 20s, all the heartbreaks that we don't go through, by the time you turn 30, you really know now what you want in a partner. Because you don't go through some experiences and you know what you want from the relationship, you know what you deserve, as in like how you for be treated,
Right.
and then you know the kind of relationship what you want.
Right.
So you know, like when you grow up, your parents and they give you their own 2 cents about relationship,
Right.
and just because then they give you 2 cents, no means they not get for work for you. You're not able to choose whether they fall in love with. And part of some of the conversation that we don't get, sometimes the person where you meet is completely different from you.
Right.
Different religion, different background, different race, different language.
Right.
You know, so many differences, and you really don't know who you're going to fall in love with. So by the time you get to your 30s, usually, you didn't know who that suits you best. And it's not a bad thing, I would say, for know what you want
Right.
by that age day. So then say all the heartbreaks that we don't go through. By the time we don't 30, most of the time you know what you want. So heartbreaks are very good teachers. Then also you might find you might find your soulmate. And because by the time you're 30, you don't know who that you resonate with.
Right.
Like I would talk to me Paddy yesterday, and he tell me say how we'd only experience them, not to like say you know want somebody way handsome,
Right.
but you don't find out say we person over fine drama and you know one drama. So you want to find somebody where they in between, not too much attention being given by outsiders,
Okay.
so that they able feel comfortable within a relationship.
Wow.
So in your own life lesson down there, and myself similarly been feel that way.
Right.
From where I've been 18 till I dey reach the age where they myself consider that because of all the heartbreaks.
Right.
And usually when they date person way like over fine and handsome,
Right.
it attract too much attention and it cause issues within your relationship.
Right.
Especially if that person don't get self-control.
Right.
So, by the time you're 30, you will find your soulmate. Because you know what you want, you know what's in the work for you.
Right.
You know what you want in a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Whose kind man you want. And then they say now time for let you loosen up your timeline. Sorry, now your life. And let you allow life for sculpt you.
Right.
Because when you grow up from 18 onwards, now you just say, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this. Till you reach 30, mwah. Anything when life throw at me, I don't mind.
It's a life. Me now you book right with you, all right.
I did tell you. So you desire for like put what you want. It's not as strong.
Okay.
Because you've lived through your experiences knowing that sometimes what you want is not always what you get.
Right.
But you know where you stand.
Right.
And that's all that matters. Now, waiting the car you way, you dey grab any opportunity and see how far the opportunity goes. So, in most African countries or homes, some man can make joke, say, where you small, like where you 18, your parents and they tell you, I don't want to see man near you. I don't for see boyfriend. I don't for do this. You don't for do that. And they then tell you the 30, then tune the change. Where's the man? Where's the husband? Is there something wrong with you? And the poor child is there like, I'm confused.
It's not 30, you're not 25. The moment like you're 25, I'd be
Where are
like,
my grandchildren?
that I can
And
say
you're like, but you say I no dates. So, what's I for come
Plus,
on?
imagine. Plus, you don't make the person don't used to a room. And now, this is the man they can meet you right inside your room, or woman they can meet you right inside your room.
Exactly.
You need to go out, but the person got not used to the room. You need to go out, and you be like, well, you always there on this phone. Where the man, where the woman, like it's a I don't know. It was a crazy circle.
That's why would they say where you parents and they give you 2 cents about life, relationship talk. You take half, the other half now you get for experience. Now you get for experience, and because if you say they follow the rule,
that's true.
Trust me, say they reach 30, you don't get for ven man. It's not possible because they don't want to let you go out.
No,
they don't want to let you socialize. You for study, you for wear long clothes, you for do this, you for do that.
Right.
And different things allows you to meet different people.
Yeah. And
you really don't know whose side you defend this soulmate or this person where you they click with.
Right.
And if you know they socialize, you just dinner host no more. Then
you don't know.
It's not possible for for let you meet somebody.
No.
You really have to go out into the world.
Yeah.
And some people can struggle. Because if they don't follow that kind of life rule, then they till then they reach 30, then they watch other people and then say, oh, other people then life don't go far, but me, I don't get person yet, I don't get a relationship because sometimes they've been closed off.
Right.
Until now, then they loosen up and understand how dating works, how relationship works, how men and women work.
It's
age don't pass.
Yeah.
Say you they reach 40, 50, something like that, and then now you they able fen somebody or some man knocking fen.
Yeah.
At all. So now make you for just take small from the 2 cents where then they give you half no more. Then it's a when you reach that age day back. Now that's when they get wake up call about where person sick or where person die. Because life gets a whole new meaning to you. You know when you're young, you they tell yourself say, are they possible? You understand? You feel say you not get for go any side.
Right.
But by the time they reach 30, like you feeling about life, the change, the importance of life, the change, and the ones that are close to you become more and more important. And it says you don't have to put up with rubbish. You don't put up with rubbish by the time you're 30s. Anyone that brings nonsense to you, you just tell and say, well, excuse me, bro.
Go before.
You're not getting time at all. And then most of the time, actually, you can enjoy your young company. So that quiet time, that Are they able to sleep? Are they able to rest? Or like how we discuss, go no more, go get massage or a scrub or whatever.
Right.
You really they enjoy your own company by the time we're 30. And then of course, you're an adult. You are definitely an adult. And although you're not going to feel that way, this
Like just like how we say earlier, you don't turn the adults in the room.
yes.
So when they talk, say the adults, not one for look behind.
Now you then they talk to. Now you then they talk to, and
Right.
all the responsibilities of life, of course. The car you weigh, you need for make long-term choices. When it comes to money, also you day, your relationship, your family, you need for make serious decisions by then on how you want for live your life, because your parents they're not they around for the control how you they live your life. And then you realize that everyone else is winging it. Now like we all don't know what to do. Now you're not winging it. We just they survive no more. You realize so what been small, what been feel to say person big, they know this, then they you understand and get like this one
Right.
whole set plan.
Right.
Then when you reach that age they say, wait, if me not get some kind plan,
That means all man be there.
and then we talk to your company, all man then at the same level.
Then like you could be like, this is not only one. You know what? Let me continue for Wingham. Probably by the time I turn 40, 50, I'm gonna figure out life. But then again, you realize when you get to that age
Even
that
those ages,
everybody's still winging it.
I'm telling you, everyone is still winging it, and there's no specific credential
No.
for say this one. I'm not the master of life, like now I understand life.
Right.
There's nobody like that. So if you feel like say things not they work according to what you they see out there, most of the time that movie, I know number one, number two, like Cameron said the other day. People that only they post the positive side of their life.
Yeah.
So they see all aspects. So you get this false idea about waiting life for be like.
Right.
Where you actually the experience and you realize say, why me or not they go so? Then you realize say, okay, so now for these reasons I make sometimes life they feel this particular way.
Yeah.
But we na fry want to encourage you say you don't need for feel any way for feel bad for say you not mature enough, you not earn this enough, you not gain this enough.
Right.
There's still time.
Comparison though is the killer of joy.
Yes, it is the killer of joys. There's still time.
Right.
You can still make life what you want life to be. You can even change them halfway if you want. Now you choice, you live your life how you want to live your life.
Right.
But make sure say you make good decisions when not they affect or harm somebody else. Now the only note standing way for taking life. You for also for help to nourish other people. Add value to other people in life, and be an impact, be a change to other people's lives. Those are some of the rules in life. Now, for tell you now exactly waiting for do for achieve that, me not will able to tell you. But if you keep their values and then your mind, then it'll change your outlook on life. And then not for set too many rules
Right.
to your life, because you bound for fail. And with failure, you dey feel bad when you fail, because you don't put undue pressure on yourself,
Right.
and then false expectation on yourself. So you for take life easy, not too easy to be lazy, but easy as in let's see what every day brings.
Right.
You still get your aspirations and dreams that you work towards every single day, but for be too strict around yourself,
Right.
because it will lead you the opposite direction of living in negativity and depression and other things. So if you are afraid of turning 30, these are some of the things that we need to think about. Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
I've been through it. I'm moving along.
Yeah.
I'm heading to the other number. I don't want to reach there.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. I think I keep telling myself that, but at age 25, that's when I figured out everybody's actually winging it. Nobody not gets them figured out.
I'm telling you.
Because I was more particular about turning 25. I turned 25 and then I go don't figure out life. And I got to 25 and I realized that
the wisdom is not there.
the wisdom is not there. And I'm like, probably when I turn 26. But still, it's just going through it every single day, winging it, trying to figure out what exactly life is. And, I think when we start this show, I mentioned something about having a manual. But I don't think it will even work, because no single life are the same. Nobody in Storino to the same. So I know sometimes, but I just feel like we need to see turning 30 as something as turning 18. You're excited about it because you get to, have your freedom. You get to make important decisions
Yeah.
about your life. So with 30 now, you don't get a decade worth of experience, which they prepare you for life where we say, now you know exactly what you want. Exactly. And you're not even scared. Just like Abijita said earlier. So a person come with any kind funny business, just say, you know what's in? Next.
Like, excuse me, you wrote.
Next. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. Next. And you have the experience, the patience. And I notice that people in their 30s are very calm. I look forward to that calmness. I mean, I'm experiencing it already because trust me, when I was
In your
early
early
20s, I was not calm. I was like very, 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 very like about life, like, oh, at this, I need to get that, I need to get that. But you realize the more you push yourself, the more you are like become depressed. The more you like, you're not happy. You feel like life has to be picture perfect all the time. And you go on, and social media doesn't make it easy anymore because we see people, this I can always say, people always, they post them highlights.
Yeah.
Then always they post them highlight. Let's just give an example. You go to a restaurant, you eat. Probably the food not even sweet. But then you take a snapshot, be like chilling at Radisson Blue, you know. You know. But at the end of the day, you put the phone and be like, I don't like this food. I begin to think, well, how much I get for pay for this? But the person where they watch your Snapchat video, probably on Instagram, on Facebook, on your WhatsApp status, feels like, oh, this person they live a really good life. They aspire for that. And they wonder why make your own fry way they eat in the morning probably not taste as good as this is. So at the end of the day, begin to see yourself as, oh, I'm not achieving anything.
Yeah.
I'm down there. And for me, I don't get past that level. I don't compare myself with anybody. I'm just content. That's why
you should be content.
The thing about life, for figure out life is being content in what you can provide for yourself and where you are. With contentment, then say life not really that hard for live. And happiness is in the little things. Like day before yesterday, was it on Sunday? I had a free day, even though I did in between that chaotic experience. I just make the time. I go to Goodies and I bought my dairy milk. So in between all that, I was just content in, oh my God, I get me dairy milk. And I was just eating it. And even though I was hungry, but I started locking my eyes. So I'm savoring that moment because dairy milk makes me it's like a little, I don't know how to call it, bunch of happiness.
Chocolate. Me, I like the one we get nuts. That's my favorite one.
This friendship go for a walk. So I was just in it, just the eat time, and I was just content and be happy. And the makeup artist, Dinma, was looking at me and be like, you seem so relaxed. Probably don't say you don't go up so can look, and I'm like, I cannot be bothered. Even when I go, my tailor man, they look at me and he thought I was going to flip. But 3 years back, I would have flipped out on him, yell, say whatever I have to say, take me la pa, commode, go to me la pa, no one time again. Well, I just say, you know what? This means I don't get close for next week Sunday. Now big are the big. They are big. Don't am before Monday or Tuesday. Let go pick them up. And he just watch me and I just commode and I can't down. But you see, there's certain calmness. You find happiness and joy in the little things. So I think that I know for people points of focus. And remember, I said this is not the breakfast mix with me, Kamara, Sarah Kamara.
And Brigitte Dalton to say.
And of course, yourself can be part of the program on 088-971-971. Call we and make your contribution, Even if you're not on 30 yet, what's your expectations?
Exactly.
If you don't turn 30, what's your reality right now?
Yeah.
Where are you? What is the thought process? What you don't learn and how you go about life itself? So we really, really, really want to know.
Yeah, because the one they were young where they listen to the show right now, they want to know.
Yeah.
You understand? Because not to all them big person they sit down with them and tell them the realities of life versus the expectations we all get. If I'm for we hear these stories them, the experiences them, because say then they reach that age, they sometimes then go down learn something.
Right.
We go help them for make better decisions.
Right.
So like what they say about relationship, you don't need for rush because when you're young you feel say all man day in a relationship, you say for day in a relationship. But as you then mature, you realize say no, you're not for just rush and just go date anybody or be in a relationship with anybody. You really have to assess the person.
Right.
And when you assess the person, also by material things like they buy me this, do this for me. You understand? It's real value stuff.
Right.
To do with the person. Like, do they spend time with you? You don't need money for someone to spend time with you.
Right.
It's an effort. It's from the heart.
Right.
that they genuinely want to be around you. And even when it comes to career choices,
Right.
you get to realize, because we don't talk about business venture, right? We'll get to realize, say, yes, it's good to have an education, but sometimes waiting you to study versus waiting you end up in your job, not all the same. And as you dey age
Tell
on,
me about it.
yeah, as you dey age on, you dey realize it's actually good
Yeah.
for let you experience different jobs, because then it allow you for choose exactly where you fit in.
Right.
And way to gain all the different experiences, it add more value to you than when you just dey one way no more.
Yeah.
You dey stick to the one way. And when it comes to family, we
Yeah.
don't talk about that side the back. You dey realize, say, you know what, I be first with them, but then I'm a family.
Families are always
And
a fit.
I love them. We need each other.
Yeah.
You guys, I need you.
That's when you feel like when you say I love you, you actually mean and even the point where we discuss with topic yesterday, I mean, I say with topic they're always intertwined.
Yeah.
Even the experience of traveling, you realize you
Yeah.
can value like when you don't value life, and you realize life, there's so much more to life than just being stuck
In one place.
in one place. So now they go out there, you want to see people, explore, experience new people, new culture, get value for people. Even the little things, then they begin make sense to you. Probably when they end the drop, you be like,
So beautiful.
beautiful.
I'm telling you, I've done that sometimes. when you're asking God, like, what is this life actually about? Then you can sit down and when you watch the wind, the blow,
Right.
the trees, the birds, and you're like, wow, this life is so amazing.
It's so magical.
I'm telling you, everything just becomes calm at a
Yeah.
certain age. I don't know, everyone's turning point is
Yeah.
different, but we all they reach that stage there where you they let go of everything, to be honest.
Yeah.
Nothing really bothers you that much.
Yeah.
You still get one or two things where they annoy you, but that energy where you
Yeah.
get for saying, no, I should defend myself, I should fight for myself, it kind of reduces, because you
Right.
realize, say, it's not that important. What's important is my happiness, that I stay calm. And me papa teach me something. He say one thing we learn from your mama, and the reason why maybe he don't gain an old age because he's 94. He tell me, say, one thing we learn from your mama, now that you should not just be angry, just live life. Because
Right.
way them be there in a relationship all the time, like, in they get aggravated, I dey talk to you and they talk to me back, blah blah. So it can say me mama they sit on quiet one. He said, boy, now you they talk. We don't done for talk.
Right.
I dey talk. So we can done for talk. It is talk calm one like this. So me papa
They become
aggravated
get
more
more.
get for can dong.
Oh, wow.
Yes, they can dong and say, why me they get aggravated?
And she's
Then-
not.
Yes, then she's not. Then you realize, say, wait, this not good lesson, no, because when me they get aggravated, and I heart attack, I go end up on high blood pressure, all these things.
I go
And then-
die love me picking
Yes, and this woman, they feel any kind of way like that. So it take that as a life lesson that it doesn't matter what trouble comes your way, deal with everything in a calm way. Not to like say for ignore them, but just
Be
put your
calm.
temperament down. Be calm, really think about it, assess it. And he say don't use that day throughout from that same day, you don't live through that day.
Right.
And he realize say in order to get into arguments with people so easily. In fact, people then they come to him for advice because he's such a calm person. He listens. He's not quick to talk. So if you go to him, you want to talk to him, he just they listen. He not get boku for talk. Pass no more. You say, what do you think?
That's a good life lesson.
Yes.
That's a good life lesson.
Yeah. So it's all part of, in your 30s, and as you're moving up in life, you realize that, you should not be so hot-tempered about things. You should
Right.
not be so quick to make judgment. You should not be so quick to act or,
Yeah.
those sorts of things. You realize that you should just be a lot more calmer because you sail through life a lot easier and things flow a lot more.
Yeah.
So if you just join me, this is now Radio Fry 97.1 FM in Sierra Leone. We are located in 5 locations: Freetown, Bo, Kenema, McKinney, and Connaught. But the good thing about Fry, now that's you the Yeriwi all side.
All side.
And the topic for today, what would they discuss? Now that the term where you turn 30
Right.
or turning 30, because you either don't turn or you dip and turn. you get for rich day.
Even if you just turn 18, you get for rich day eventually.
Exactly.
You know, you don't look forward to 20, but after 20 comes, looking forward to 25, and then boom, late 20s, and then it's 30s. So in case you join me
In
right
between.
now, in between the verge, you don't turn or you don't pass day. We all need the experience. We all need for know like what with it will feel like.
Yeah.
And the number is 088-971-971.
Yeah.
Remember, so you can call me as well on WhatsApp or send me a message or send me a text message. Of course, we go read them. We did a live right now on Facebook at Radio 55. So you can join me now with live chats or send me a private message on Messenger. And of course, we go read them. We got a couple of messages, right?
Yes, we do. We have one from Saidu Zito, and he says the topic is mixed with fun and hard realities. Truly, I'm in love with it. I'm now few steps to 10:30. Hi, Saidu. I've arrived already. Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcoming you into the
Welcome.
club. Then we have Mac D Pride of Lunge. He says, good morning, guys. You both look spectacular today.
Thank
I'm
you.
liking your vibe, Mac.
Thank you.
Thanks for that comment.
Okay, we have some tips here, but let's go for a music break, and when
Yeah.
we do come back, we'll go appreciate some really, really if you be part of a program and call we. Remember, say number is 088-971-971. Not call with the music they play. Now for call you where we did right here at the studio, of course. So you will make your contribution,
Yeah.
and people them go learn from you. This is now Radio Fry on 97.1.
You know what listeners like about our station? It's everything. Radio Fry.
Yes, we are back again, and with that, my favorite intro. What listeners love about our station is everything. I can never seem to get over that. So this is Radio Fry on 97.1, the breakfast mix with me, Kamara, Sarah Kamara, and
Brigitte Dalton Sisse.
yes, we are here every Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., bringing you, conversations that are, we'll talk about everyday realities. And once again, the number is 088-971-971. Call us and be part of the conversation. Remember that you can send us a message on WhatsApp or call us directly on WhatsApp, or you can join our live streaming right now on Facebook at Radio Fry. Be part of our live chat, or you can send us a private message on our messenger, and be rest assured that, of course, we go read them. And today's topic is turning 30.
Yeah.
Jing jing. And of course, Bridget said run we through most of the 9
things you should not be afraid
Afraid
of when turning 30.
30, yes.
Things you should actually look forward to.
things to look forward to. And of course, me they can give you expectations versus reality, but that not for stop you for call, because we just want to know yourself in your own experience. So 30, just like I would emphasize over and over again, it's scary for most people, because you feel like, oh, I'm getting old. And sometimes people get scared because they feel like at 30, if I don't figure out life already, if I don't get a certain amount of stability, financially, you don't get your family, you're married, you have your kids, life already don't make sense. And for so many people, that's not their reality. And when they get to that point, they start freaking out and be like, oh, I'm a failure, go into a depressive state, and the next thing you know, they're withdrawn, suicidal thoughts start coming in, and most people, they can just feel like, this is the point where I give up. And most people, they give up and they just settle for whatever. But at the end of the day, that's why we're here at Fry, and we're talking about expectations and reality. And when it comes to the first topic, when it comes to job, when expectation is you don't get a good paying job. You're right here where you want to be. You have the prestige in life, the respect, and the people are going to say and be like, oh, this you don't make them already, because 30, that's not the expectation when it comes to job. But reality is, there is no rule book. When you get to 30, you realize you're just going to be doing what you were doing
Before. But you try to do it better.
But now you try to do it better with 3 decades of experience, which means you get better at whatever job that you're doing. And at this point, people will start to realize that, oh, I can also have on one source of income. I need two. And I make, get a conversation the day before yesterday about first business venture, what you need to know and how you need to start that. But we need to keep in mind, so everybody could be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Everybody could be, because I don't know, we need customers. But that's when you realize that there's so much more to life, and there's so much pressure that you put on yourself in terms of job and earning. And you begin to realize, okay, instead of working hard, how about I start working smart? Because trust me, if I work hard, the donkey will be the king of the jungle, and the lion could be something else, because the lion, they spend up to 14 to 15 hours a day sleeping, and only the gap like 1 or 2 hours go hunt and can't lay on back for camp sleep. So, but still, then they consider the lion the king of the jungle. So at 30, realization I done on you that instead of working hard, how about I start working smart, make more money, so I can, attain the financial stability that I've so done the crave over me. My 20s and my pre-teens and all that. And when it comes to relationship as well, people they expect that at this point you don't become more stable. You know, you're married, you have your kids, you have your wife, you have your house, you're settled down, and of course, but reality is that's not really the case. If you were 28, 29, you haven't figured out life, you're not got that stable partner or stable relationship that able, like, say this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. Turning 30 is not going to happen magically. It's not going to happen. But the only thing is, like I said earlier, you don't get 3 decades worth of experience. So now you don't know exactly, like how Brigitte say, what thing you want, which they look for in a partner. Some people can say, like for me, of course, I think I'm still in that phase where I feel like you have to be cute.
You can always be cute.
You have to be
I
cute.
think about that every day.
Like, I won't wake up in the morning and turn and be like, he's handsome. Okay, but well, I think, but that's thing that it comes with the territory, because but some people are very particular about how they want their man to look like, especially when you're young. You'd be like, because you need the approval of you paddy them. You person come and you party them saying,
wow,
my man done there, or my man or my woman done there. But then I think for a man, if you don't actually get a man perspective, what they tend to look out for, because at that point now you look for somebody that they complement you, somebody that you can actually build with, somebody you can sit down and have meaningful conversations with, somebody that understands you. I think I was sitting down with a friend a few weeks ago, and he's actually 40, and he went through a divorce. And he went through a divorce, and he went into, after 2 years of being a divorcee, he went into the dating pool again, and then he met someone younger, and then he was complaining like, I don't have anything to talk about with her. Aww. Like, she doesn't understand, like, say at a certain point in time, like, I just want to sit at home, watch TV
and do nothing
and do nothing, and that's something to me. But she's all about rock and go, this like, you see, I'm not looking at. So I think the relationship didn't work out because they're from like different age bracket, and it's taking a toll on their relationship. And he's like, oh, you know what? I'm looking for somebody that will understand where I am right now. When I say today is we're not doing anything, the person understand the reason why we're not doing anything.
Yes.
So I think at that point in time in your life, you realize that what actually it's valuable to you when it comes to spending time and who you want to spend that time with. So basically that's the reality. So you get 3 decades worth of experience for if you go through that process and able to choose. And when it comes to money, people think at 30 magically you're going to be rich, driving the fancy, the luxurious cars, living in a luxurious apartment, have everything, you will chill with the big boys now, bum bum. But the truth is, money when you don't make in your 20s, it doesn't magically appear in your 30s.
And you don't magically start spending it.
No. You realize now, instead of working hard, you work smart so you can have more money, and you will start saving up for your retirement period.
Yeah.
Because, when you get old and your bones start hurting, and you're like, you need somebody for actually there for take care of you, and you need that money for able to pay for that care, because when you're older, you're not able to work like when you're young. So priorities change, life starts to make more sense to you, and you realize what you need for put more energy towards. So that's the reality. So with money, you start working extra hard for it just because you want to save for your retirement period, which of course you will see, like say, Natsuma. And of course, hobbies, when it comes to hobbies, you feel like at 30, you go to travel up and down, get a lot of friends, engage in a lot of activities, going out, blah, 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 and all the rest. But the reality is, most of your free time will be spent sleeping, just like I said earlier, because you realize that all the things that you were doing at 30 were just time consuming and making you exhausted, and you barely have time to even be in your own body or reconnect with yourself.
Yeah.
And at 30 you realize the essence, just like I say, you go see the rain and begin like, but in your early 20s, like the rain they come now disturb you, they even disturb you.
Yes.
You go say, "May this rain sky cut, I go for go, let me party there and that, let me party there and that, let me party there and that." I go for go, like you're so immersed in all these activities when are meaningless. But at 30 now, you try for choose, like, what are the beneficial activities that I have to engage in? I have to choose my hobbies. That's when some people start reading a lot, traveling. If you get the money, if you get the money, eat healthy, try for work on, maintaining a healthier body for able to sustain, all the things that you want to do. But that's the reality. When it comes to having kids, like I said earlier, you feel like you might have had a couple of kids by then. But reality is, well, if you're not being get any stable relationship or marriage in your early 20s, at 30, in order for happen magically, these are things that you have to work hard for, probably plan, choose your partner now, because now you don't know exactly what you want, what you're looking at for, what you don't want, and then you can able settle and plan in life, what kind of values that you want for instilling you picking, what kind of example, principles that you want to set for make you picking them follow, and what kind of world that you want for live for you picking them. So then self can able come and be like play a role in the development of a society and be meaningful people in society. So all these things are things that you have to figure out on your own. But not feel like say, I think that one thing I want to emphasize is not feel like say when you turn 30, life for that already makes sense.
Yeah.
And then life not going to make sense for a very long time.
Yeah.
Because even people at 40, 50, you ask them, they have no idea what they are doing. And like Brigitte say, that thing we I tell you, like say, everybody is just winging it. It's basically just we're just all just winging. Even where I'm sitting on there, so I don't have an idea what's gonna happen next year or in the next 6 months. I'm just hoping these are things that might happen.
Yeah.
But as I go through life, that's why for me, I'm trying to find the meaning of life. So I engage more in reading and watching documentaries, engaging people in conversation so I can have a better idea as to life or see life through them and try to make sense out of it. And I'm trying to make peace with what I can do and what I cannot do and not put so much pressure on myself. Of course, I have expectations of things that I feel like I could not achieve by 30. But these are expectations. It happened, it not happen. It's okay. I know that I still have time. And I think at 30, we need to be grateful. People tend to overlook the gratefulness aspect of turning 30. Not so many people are lucky.
Yeah.
For 30 years. Some people die at a very young age. Some man go die at 21, 18, probably preteen. They're already dead. They're not even get for they don't even get the chance for embark on all the things all the people all the things that they want for do or say they want for go. They don't even get the chance. But you don't get the chance. God don't bless you with that opportunity for 30 years. You don't spend 3 decades on earth and you still there alive. You're healthy and you get an opportunity for start a new chapter and write them exactly how you want with experience where you're able to shape your life and give you a better life. There are people who be saying, "Don't get them first," but look, Morgan Freeman, right? He didn't get his first break until he was 45.
Yeah.
That's when your life starts. So some people can feel like, "Oh, me, why don't before I turn 30, I feel like I don't get." But social media doesn't make it easy anymore because we all have these unattainable expectations. Keep in mind that if you see a 30-year-old driving the most luxurious car, doing this, posting on social media, I'm not saying there are not people like that. There are people like that, of course, there are. And I'm not going to take away their hard work because probably they had opportunities, they worked hard for it.
Yeah.
But we need to keep in mind, say, we all still, so the same. We all timeline not be the same. And of course, give yourself time, be patient, enjoy the little things. Because by the time you turn 30 and you not enjoy your 20s, you spend all the worry about what could have, what you want.
Yes.
Then you reach 30, you realize, oh, this is what I should have been doing in my 20s. And you begin to get that regret there. You make you not enjoy your 30s. Then you reach 40 by say, oh, this is what I should have been doing in my 30s.
So you're always 10 steps behind.
You're always 10 steps behind, and by the time you're not even getting the energy anymore, and you realize you're sleeping more, your bones are cracking, and you be like, had I known. But I don't think there are second chances.
No, there are no second chances.
There are no second chances. God already taking time. You don't give this first chance. So please make the most of it. Enjoy, live in the moment, live in the today. You know, if you're not possible like dairy milk and you're sad, go buy dairy milk. When you get the first bite, look your eye and go, savor every single bite, every single taste, every single flavor. There is joy in the little things.
Yes.
Me, when I'm sad and I think I don't want to talk to anybody, I will just go to any of those restaurants and order 50,000 worth of ice cream. Chocolate one, and I know it happened recently. Was it this weekend, last weekend? No, when I lost my dog.
Okay.
When I lost my dog, and I was so sad the whole day. When I got home, I didn't talk to anybody, and I realized, you know what? Trigger actually want me to celebrate. I'm gonna crown. I see them, and I know the waiter was looking at me. I said I want ice cream, and he was like, "Okay, how much?" I'm like, "How much for one scoop?" It's like 10,000. So he was expecting me to say 20 or something. I'm like, "Give me 60,000 worth of." I said, "You sure?" I'm like, "Yeah." Now they put anything on top. He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Put all." Now put all. I just put no more. And I was in that. It was that corner. Like I knew he was looking at me. And it's all out on that pay. I go nice. Where they go nice? What's happened? I said, "I'm sad. I lost my pet. I'm celebrating his life." And he's like, I know he looked at me well, but when I left there, I felt so much better. I go lead them asleep. I'm like, yeah, at least I find joy in the things I like. For me, fun, obviously, it is subjective. But as you go through life, one key important thing is never let go of your inner child. Find time to have fun. Enjoy the little things. You know, enjoy people around you. Make time for people. Appreciate your loved ones because, hey, tomorrow is not promised. 30 decades, it is a gift. And see it as a gift from God. Appreciate it and be grateful. And life, I know, will begin make sense to you small.
If you're just joining us, this is Radio Fry 97.1 FM in Sierra Leone. This is the Breakfast Mix with myself, Brigitte Dalton Sise.
And Sarah Kamara.
Yes, and today's topic is turning 30. And here at Radio Fry, we talk about everyday realities and, you know, things that people don't generally want to talk about or don't have the opportunity to talk about. But it's really, really important for us to talk about.
Right.
We get message from Mark D. Pride of Lunge. It's a funny but great topic today.
Right.
Thank you guys for your teachings. We are learning. Yes, so we don't teach you now. So when I begin call we now, can tell you our experiences. The number now 088 971 971 088 971 971. You can text, call, WhatsApp call us, and we'll receive those from you. We really want to know, you know, your own expectations that you had about turning 30, and then what has been the realities of it. Not to let you just, you know, share this story just to fry. You actually teach somebody within Sierra Leone something new.
Right.
And I like the line where you say, living life through someone else's eyes.
Right.
And where would they share story, you literally they live life through that person in story.
Right.
And sometimes then we cannot make mistakes, or we not make the mistake then yet.
Yeah.
But if person explain their own, then you they able gauge how for behave or how for react or how for have a better outlook in life. Would they receive a call? Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, ma'am.
Your name and inside the call from, please.
No, it's a call from that school.
You don't mind for turn down the volume of your radio?
Okay.
Okay.
I really enjoy this program. Now, like, who's still story to?
Oh, I think everyone know who stand program the air.
Yeah.
Definitely. We're here Mondays to Saturdays, 9 a.m. till 11 a.m. And every day we get different topics and we'll talk about.
Right.
And for this month of January, now first term experience for different things. We don't talk about friendship, relationship, divorce, pregnancy, children, grandparents, business ventures,
Right.
you know, different things, schooling. And today we're talking about the first thing where you get for turn 30 or we the turn 30, which you for expect, and waiting at some of the realities them. So if you just join the show, now that's we don't they do on Radio Fry. And like we say Radio Fry, because someone can ask we, they name me funny. Why when are they calling themselves Radio Fry?
Right.
And Radio Fry is a platform for everybody. Now the one place where nobody not they ever judge you. You do talk within them that you heart. And we hope say you they help somebody else out there, and one teach people then say, for be judgmental. We see person or you look person, not judge them. Listen to them. Listen to what then get for tell you first.
Right.
And you must able find something with the land. And then if you know they learn something and sometimes the person need help, how you they able help the person.
Right.
So one teach people them that kind of aspects of life, because life not so for just talk no more kongosa and gossip, not to than the life they about. Life is about supporting each other. And when we say support each other, it mean your neighbor. And why I say your neighbor, not to like you physical neighbor with the next door to you. Now everybody in this world is your neighbor. So we topic today now turning 30, and we go one like be part of the show. Call we on 088-971-971 to be part of the show. You can also text us, WhatsApp us, call us on WhatsApp, send us a message on our live stream. If you go on Facebook right now, you'll be able to see myself and Camera live at Radio Fry Studio. Our studio is located at 49 Johnson Street in Aberdeen, if anybody wants to know. And of course, we're open to business, advertising. Come and experience Radio Fry. And if you're an artist, we celebrate our own. We love our musicians.
Right.
So we want to play purely Sierra Leonean music when we are live on air. So if you're an artist, we need exposure, or you just want to play your song to the world, we're there for you. Send your song to we on 088-971-971, and we go view the content, make sure say immoral, okay for picking for listen to, and then of course we play music video, the same thing. Just send me a message on we WhatsApp and we go respond to you.
Right.
I get something where one picking right about happiness. Children sometimes when you ask them serious question, they get funny way for explain things through their own perspective. So once we wait for call we on your own experience and the reality of turning 30, I will just read this very quickly. They ask one picking waiting happiness they about, and the picking right say happy life always has positivity and joy.
Right.
And then he say every single person's opinion on happiness is different. And he also go on for say not everyone has a similar point of interest from which they derive happiness.
Right.
And then he go on for say happiness is directly linked with love and positivity.
Right.
Yeah. So sometimes, as adults, we get so overwhelmed with life, with choices, decisions, people, and you really don't know what to do. Sometimes in day, just go find one pikin, sit down and talk to her, ask them random questions, and sometimes then get some kind of wisdom.
Way to tell you,
and they say, it's you're right. You're definitely right.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've done that a couple of times. It's actually quite fun.
Right. Picking them, I think we all try for emulate picking them. And make us say, as we grow, we don't forever let go of our inner child. That's not something I always try for hold on to for some weird reason. I try to always hold on to my inner child and make sure say, when I'm inner picking, tell me say do this, I do it sometimes. Even though people look at me like I'm crazy, but that speaking in you, you define I say it always happy.
Yeah.
Because people do not care waiting they happen.
Yeah.
Like life not gets to them yet.
Yeah.
So then they're in that phase where they're constantly bubble grateful and being happy. Probably you go knock picking like for discipline them right now. In less than an hour, it don't come back to you. 30 minutes, it don't come back to you. Begin to laugh, they say they jump, and you wonder how. But as an adult, probably somebody yell at you. You one whole day you don't spoil them because you just focus on the other way. I forget say there are so many other things that you can be focused on at that point.
Indeed.
So as well as engage speaking, but not let go of your inner child.
Yeah.
Play. People can forget for play. Then feel like play is just for children.
Yeah.
But you have to learn how to play, how to laugh, how to make yourself happy, how to live in the moment. If you always focus on, waiting for happen tomorrow, waiting I get for eat, waiting I get for work, like you lose the point of why you are here. You lose the essence of why you did our planet Earth, for example, and why you are alive. Life is meant to be explored. Life is meant to be lived, not just spent it in your head, worrying about what should be, what should have been, and how you can make money, have things. These are all things that are important. You can think about them.
Yeah.
But don't forget to live life as they think about all these things, because it is fleeting as well. Just this morning I was sitting there and thinking, oh my God, I cannot believe I'm this years old. Like, is this really happening? Just a few years ago, I remember I was telling everybody, oh, I am 24 years old. And I was really proud of saying that. But now I'm looking at it, I'm like, you know what?
I'm old.
I'm old, but it's time is so fleeting. And I'm just going through the time. Like, just few days ago in my head, it was 2018. And now it's 2022. And we are 24 days into 2022.
Yeah.
Before you lucky eye open, I just not going to say, just Christmas tree. It's time is so fleeting, and we all talk about how money is the most valuable commodity on earth. You have money, you can live life, but time is valuable more than money. Because if you have time, you can make money, but you cannot buy time with money.
Yeah.
And people tend to overestimate, undervalue time that they have. So if you're just focused on what you should have had before you turn 30, you forget the fact that you need for leave. And I know sometimes it doesn't make it easy as well, because there are so much societal expectations that people actually need for deal with when it comes to being a man and being a woman and turning 30 for both genders. Like, you get this some certain amount of expectations, and I just was engaging on Barry earlier, and he was telling me about his own like expectations from society and family about how they expect him to be at a particular age. And I think from a male perspective, it's like, then they expect you to get more responsibility, be more responsible, be able to provide, and now they put so much pressure on you as well, because considering the fact that at this point in time you self get your personal expectations, like oh, this is how I want to live life, at this particular point I should be married, I should have had my own kids, even if you know do I'm again, but you're trying to get this, and then there comes family and society expecting you to be more stable, provide more, be more knowledgeable, and you're just there winging it, figuring out life, and you don't even know what you're doing at this point. So that's like a whole from the male perspective. But you come from the female perspective, and it goes like the marriage, the born Pekin, and you have everybody looking at you a certain way. Like I think that's why most people jump into toxic relationships or marriage, because they feel like before I turn 30, I don't do the thing they ask. Because if I don't, society would automatically think I am a failure. And as such, people put so much pressure on themselves, and of course, I already told you about a friend of mine that made that decision, and she regretted it now. And she's like, had I known, I should have waited. But I felt like back then I was a failure. And even though I knew that this was not going to work because of our glaring differences, but I just went ahead with it because, I want to be considered as one of those people that made it, that got married before they turned 30. And now she got there at 31, she was divorced. And it's sad. It's really, really hard. If we don't pay attention to all the things and be like, let me make the decision based on what exactly I want for myself, without society, without the societal expectation putting so much pressure on her. I think if we don't meet in, probably your soulmate, you meet the soulmate at 32, where you don't settle, you exactly know what you want. Just like your friend where you say, now she knows she doesn't want a guy that is too handsome, because that's a lot of problem on its own. She doesn't want that. So now, in a fan person where it be say they're probably on the same mental level as her, enjoy the same things that she does,
Mm-hmm.
do the same thing that she does, somebody that she can actually be herself with,
Yeah.
that doesn't demand so much from her,
Yeah.
somebody that she can actually find peace in. And when you did in a relationship, you realize like you flourish, you become
Yeah.
happy, you start glowing,
Yeah.
and you realize age is just a number because you start to you look youthful.
Yeah.
There are people in their 20s that look so old, and you're wondering why do they look so old? Because they have so much pressure that they're dealing with, that they're putting on themselves, that they lose that youthful glow. But I think these are the expectations, and as a man as well, I don't know why the phone line is not buzzing right now. I feel like
You, on a need for call and tell share your experiences, then let somebody learn from you. We don't talk boku, we don't go na tips, we don't educate una, we don't tell una we own experiences them, and I don't give you the angle of waiting picking things say happiness they all about. Waiting happiness mean to you, because all day in the essence of where you turn 30, because you get for really understand waiting life really day about.
Right.
Waiting at some of the decisions then we need for make, some of the responsibilities then we need for take on board as an adult, and then what are some of the ways to still be youthful, like
Right.
Cameron they say, have fun, play, do what you would like to do, because it all helps you to have a fulfilling life. Because you know why regret, like I did say, as time they pass, you don't say, oh, I wish I for don't do this, then you still not do them. Time they go till you reach the age where you're not able to do it at all, then you regret and say, oh, dream me young age, I not been do this, I not been do this. And you can get some people then they say midlife crisis.
midlife crisis.
And the reason why then they say midlife crisis, now the one that we not been do waiting the need for do,
Wow.
the 10 when them for don't do them,
Right.
and then we don't know old now, like 40, 50, now that's when they want begin behave, like say then 18, then 20, then 30. And then most people then go to watch it and say, but where you don't turn this mature age, you know for the behave this way. You outlook on life will be completely different to what they think right now. Now some of the things then they
Yeah.
if person they say down there to you, it means say you not really explore life enough, and now late term you don't begin explore life.
right.
And sometimes you can do things that are immature or make wrong decisions. But a good way would they talk about these things, because if you not understand or you not get idea, it go help you.
Yeah.
So you not go experience midlife
Crisis.
in your journey in life.
Yeah. And see another one call. I feel like we should starve them of our voice.
Uh-oh.
Yes. So you're listening to Radio Fry Fry on 97.1. This is not the breakfast mix with me, Kamara, and
Brigitte Dawson to say.
on another call. We wait for a call. This part now. This is the last part, the last lap. That's like the last lap of the last lap of the program.
Indeed.
When I inputs them very, very valuable. But
Yes.
I look. I don't know, but I think this is personally me thinking, and they enjoy the voice too much. They're getting carried away. So boom, somebody is calling. You see, last time we go. Good morning. Good morning. Oh.
You should try to call us back.
Try to
But
call us
we're
back.
going to go on a music break. And when we come back, we're going to entertain some of your calls,
Yeah.
read some of your messages, WhatsApp messages or text messages, and see what you are saying.
Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah. Your name and the side call from, please.
Nina Elijah Lyman Sarret, call from both.
Okay.
Yes. I'll meet up the end of the topic. So I'll be really glad the way una be try for encourage with the younger one. Because indeed, really just like I wanna say, when if you say we done 30 years, you not make her up, that is the end. Feeling for realizing there is more time for man for live. Just like kind of this also, some man don't know the time when they die. Sometimes some man they become rich at an early age, within the 25 to 30, he die within the age of 40.
Right.
Some man they become rich at the age of 40, live up to 60 to 70 years. I like the word of encouragement when I be the try for give you the younger one thing. Really happy, and I'm going to make sure every blessed day now I'm going to listen to Radio Fry Fry, because
Thank
really
you.
they get a lot of teaching with the GUI, with the younger one where they come up, and
Right.
also towards the religious life.
Okay.
Thank you
I
so
really
much.
want to ask something.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
All right. Um, really, if somebody don't do within 30 years, make up, what on advice when I go let forgive that person.
Okay. Well, we go answer you, yeah?
All right.
Okay, thank you for joining with the station
Okay,
this
thank
morning.
you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay.
Aye. Wow. What advice you would give somebody waiting 9:30 and well, let me take this call first.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning, Madam Syria and Madam Bridget.
Good morning. Your name and inside the call from, please.
Because Nabra just said the call for my bunker.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not your contribution to the program this morning.
Just to gladly for the education that they give it,
Okay.
the knowledge. Like then time we don't get an opportunity for getting kind of knowledge that we teach now. So
Okay.
I'm glad I don't do part of the meaning of Radio Fry. And that make more like Radio Fry because they learn more. They learn every day. So if we don't pass that exam now, but still, if you see use for build up other people their life back, like you want to get a chance for listening,
Okay.
or you get the opportunity for getting kind of knowledge we really get now soon.
That's
You
true.
first get out. But I'm sure Radio Fry. Like once we elect more of now, like we Madam Bridget say, not for criticize somebody,
No,
for always welcoming in idea.
that's true.
Remember we did Shinge, we get some years so then peace cousin, putting
Right.
us to the class in the question, they ask questions, even if you give the younger success, and they encourage you, you can laugh like we are school days. So you make something like a shame to ask because they ask questions, you say you have a foolish question,
Yeah.
but they can encourage you, they can see the knowledge or which is the person you want for try for know or try for access for get knowledge.
Right.
So I don't learn back to it this morning. So gradually I will continue for the keep ready for FI. And I only enjoy saying about this morning the way they look out the stuff,
Okay.
they look cut.
Okay.
But thank you so much. And just like we when I say I love you too much, we said I love that too much. Ready for FI.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining us on the show and of course giving your own 2 cents.
Yeah.
The caller before they asked about if you don't pass 30, waiting now. And part of the
We didn't get a call
okay,
yet.
let's take this
Oh,
call.
well, they call it's a flash. So
Okay. So part of something in life we need for learn. We've been talking about time zones, right?
Right.
My own time zone and Cameron your own time zone is different.
Right.
So waiting me don't achieve within way me the turn 30 versus you, it get for be completely different. Now, me don't know waiting don't happen in your life and your choices and what you don't make, but it's never too late to change those choices around. And part of making those choices, we don't give our tips and say, first of all, the general outlook on life, you need for maintain positivity.
Right.
You need for be happy. You need for know what you want out of life. And once you dey figure that day out or you dey walk on that one day, waiting also very important. Now the people there where they near you.
Right.
You for ensure say you supportive to other people, you uplifting, and you na positivity around people. Because sometimes the goodness that you do will somehow reflect in your life. And sometimes you go get your own life plan, but through helping other people go give you a different outlook on life.
Right.
And supporting other people now actually God want let you do.
Right.
Because it's very, very important for have sustainability. You not go through this entire life just you one. Now make it important for look to the person next to you. And we'll say look to the person next to you, we can say neighbor, not to the physical neighbor no more,
Right.
but everybody in this world.
Right.
So if the advice you want, now me advice Dandy for say number one, just have a general happy outlook on life. Number two, like Cameron they say, we all don't know what to they do.
No.
So if you think say you don't do it wrong, I don't think say you don't do it wrong because no rule book nor they for tell you how for live life. Let's answer this call.
Good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Hello?
Okay, I don't think it
He
hear
can-
we
no.
clearly. Now for try for call we again and give you your contribution. Yeah, like camera be the say, you outlook on life, you just need to really there's no rule book
No.
actually. We all can want rule book, but rule book actually not there. I don't think say you to do anything wrong, just that the decisions that we don't make until you're not too happy with them, but it's never too late to change those decisions or those actions. Because like I either wake up every day with God they give you opportunity.
Right, we did get a call.
Okay.
This person will try for call back. Let me see if you get it.
Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You-
Radio 55.
Yes. Your name and who the call from, please?
Good morning. My name is Adrian. I call from Kwakos.
Okay. And your contribution?
And I'm glad for this program. I want to do this. I tell you, thank you. Because some of them I want to talk to. At least, consultancy people them they pay for getting them kind of ideas. But actually, when they go far and wide for explain, but what a man in own living one.
Mm-hmm.
Because we considering people we they in a relationship. Some man they in a relationship. I don't know what they do for.
Right.
I don't know actually. Like me and my lady who be there.
Mm-hmm.
One day for the past 4 years.
Oh wow.
Last month no more is the entire fed up.
Wow.
It's time fed up now. Wait I can understand. Small one I go keep. Small one I go keep. You understand? So like you say no waiting. You know, enjoy life it, see life it. And we don't do but putting together, open business, paper bill host. You understand? So I wonder what they care about it. And imagine now mystery, juju business or waiting. I really don't understand. Well, myself, when say retire, and not force her, I just left everything.
Okay.
So because sometimes I reason make you do it. I don't know what the reason. I know able to explain to me.
Right.
So myself, I left her making where to go.
Okay.
So that is how they talk. Some people they really they in a relationship, they don't know what they do. Because maybe they take and I say this time me one and only deprive me from other women there. Then I'm a shopper, they run them. I don't get time. I remind they provoke me. I want game baby no more, I want game baby. So you see, I look her, they'll be in be deeper other thing. Deeper other thing. God make I read in the eye. See everything where be the part where the right area and the man they go hotel, the style, this and that, how they make love, this and that. So like it very piss me off. I don't get to break up I get for rest. I get for rest really because I don't really know what's happening. I really know. But I tell you thank you. May God give more inspiration for the advice.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Some of we need the advice there. We need them very, very much and very important to
Yeah.
a radio station and not the way they do anything there. No more. Not very unique.
Thank
May
you.
God bless you now.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Okay. I think relationships are really
Complicated.
very, very complicated, and actually, there's no rule book again. We can to relationship. They know who's one they walk, who's one not they walk. Just like in life, everything is chances, right?
Yeah.
But with prayer, with God, and using your own intellect, it helps you to make decisions.
Right.
But even sometimes, even with your own intellect, it can fail you. And in this circumstance, of course, the caller will just get in relationship not work out. And like you say, one of the good things now that if relationship not work out, no like force them.
Right.
Because it could be even more toxic where they force something when naturally no need for they together.
Yeah.
And if you're not somebody, we're very mature because we all get different maturity levels. Sometimes your girlfriend or your ex, your maturity level not to quite
match up.
Yes, the same as you. And we don't know in your age versus your age.
Right.
But your outlook on life is very mature.
Right.
For say you get job, you bill O's, you get shop, you get this, you get that.
And you actually strive for stability.
Yes.
And she's more focused on
fun.
wanting to have more fun.
Yeah.
I think we also want different thing at
things.
this point in time
Yeah.
in our life. And the fact that if you not continue for foursome, it's just going to be toxic and not go clash, which not go good for your mental health and as well as in your mental health. So you make the right decision for not for foursome and let them go. And you say something where really stand out to me now where you say, you want to take a break.
Yeah, it's good.
I think
to
that
take
most
a
thing
break.
people not can do.
Yeah.
And not make people when they make fun of you say, oh, now one woman. Of course, now one woman.
Yeah, that's the correct thing.
We never consider there's so many health implications out there, so many sickness and within there out there. And if you jump from one partner to another, you put yourself at a risk. And the medical system in our country is not that good.
Yeah.
So then all you for take in mind, and you sound like somebody that's very, very mature.
Yeah.
And you say, you want to give yourself a break.
Yeah.
And that's really important. This is not a time for make you sit down, reflect back on yourself and be like, oh, this is not what I want now. This is what I look for in a partner.
Yeah.
So the next possible you get, you go find out, so now they're in the same mental space. When I want the same thing, you want build host, you want settle down, you want get picking, you get your shop, they run them. Instead of go there in that space day,
Yeah.
and it will be easier. But right now, if you say you back one ton and give, the only way you get another person will can show you the same shaggy. That's when they say so that they can't show you, they can't serve you the same breakfast. So
And then it just breaks your heart even more. And then it let you become like you don't believe in faithfulness or trust or when you continue for engaging in behaviors like that, like just for tonangi.
Right.
So a happy where you don't make the decision, say you just take space, take time,
Right.
and you don't know the wonderful person when you get for meet.
You may go be surprised.
Exactly. And if you make comparison with this new person where you eventually get for meet, you go say, you know what, it better we scatter,
Right.
because I don't get something new. Will they receive another call?
E9 they call back.
Oh, okay.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm be called back while it talk. Especially when you that talk. And
Okay.
considering the sickness we boku now, people are very vulnerable. The woman, most of them, they're vulnerable.
Right.
Then the thing happened just last year, December. I think my mama and me counselor, I'm my biggest counselor. They call me, they check on me, they go to my room, say, hey, what's happening? The woman don't go left and don't make go. I don't make feel bad. I say, hey, mommy, I said, don't put that in my heart too.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
say, not to me. I say, anything meant for me, it will come. But when it's not meant for me, don't go.
Yeah.
I say, how long we don't take this and now me don't devote my mind to her. Or when they look, they do other things. Don't tell one album because thing the way not be they do, now I begin to now. Now be they drink. I find out say because why they go now meet and I wait care if you don't come out. I see it they eye. If cigarette not they smell now the room, I will smell rum, bitter cola. I say, hey, what's kind of bad thing this? Till they tell me say the first man who now left and then the man they chat, beat you, this and that, you know how they drink. But you can't begin involved on Andy. They begin to tell me important to excuse them. And they come home today, I will sleep for me and see this and that. Me, what in particular more about a bit sickness. If I not get that for it, if I not get sick for men, I'm my body.
Yeah.
That's true.
Face here.
Yeah.
Then they all I can consider.
Okay.
So now thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We appreciate him. Thank you for joining at the station.
Yeah, and
Peace
you
out.
know, some relationships as well, through bad experiences, they cause you for be broken,
Yeah.
and it adds for you men a broken person.
Yeah.
If they're not willing for heal from that brokenness,
Okay.
like it all explains, say the woman in previous relationship been toxic,
Right.
and it don't used to that toxicness, so it feels in that way they for behave.
Okay.
So it affects within himself.
Yeah.
So in need for resolve than was before even enter a new relationship.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for joining the call, and we hope still we don't help you enough with your questions and what you raise. And today in your topic now, turning 30, it reflects more on on turning into adulthood, because you need to be mature, right?
Right.
And don't make some of the mature choices, and take on some of the responsibilities and need to move on with that. We go once, let when I continue for the call, we on 088 971 971. Camera is excited.
Yeah.
Talk to them.
Yeah. No, just the last young man. He sounds very mature, very smart, and he knows exactly what he's wants. And I'm happy that he's not settling down for anything less.
Yeah.
So I'll continue for.
We need more man like that.
Yeah. I think that's the part I'm excited about.
We need more man than
Yes.
like you. Where you know you challenge society, where you say I don't need more than one woman.
Right.
Even if me at broke, I don't need more than one woman for the keep.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Hey.
Your name and where you call from?
Mina Kadegla, Adena Bo.
Okay.
Now for turn down your radio, I beg.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay. What's in your contribution?
Any contribution to the program? Hello?
Yeah, we're there. But you need for turn down the radio. You're not able to listen to it at the radio and talk to it at the phone. The signal, the clash.
Okay.
Yes.
You get me now?
Yes.
When any contribution to the program, I listen carefully to how when they talk to me, when I listen at them.
Mm-hmm.
It's very educative.
Oh, thank you.
There's some of where they find very difficult relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, the kind perfect guy, I dey tell you, say you know this. Now you go for patience before you know the woman. Because if you say you feel like the guy, you need to get a relationship where it's stable for now. Because the guy then I get the system at the same. Even if they don't play with heart, you possible heartbreaks there. At the same story, no more with the girl.
Yeah.
So I don't know what advice to be able to give me, like the kind of relationship I do is very difficult. And the guy after 8 years they even talk for propose. So I don't know what advice to be able to give me in this time strategy.
Okay, we go answer you question because you continue for the listen to Radio Firefly, of course. But we don't get previous episodes. We'll be explaining about relationships and waiting you for look out for inside a relationship. And just like for anybody, if you know my sister, if you know my mama, if you know my neighbor, I don't go want anything bad for happen to you. So if you day inside a toxic relationship, I go advise a not so healthy relationship. That one day would answer this call and we will continue for talk.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name and your name and where you call from?
Me na Mavy, so they call from Woodfield.
Okay.
Actually, I just take tune at the TJS radio.
Okay.
And I get for know the station for the first time today anyway.
Welcome.
I appreciate the program. You know, because myself in parties now.
Okay.
Parties. Actually, me now one of the people over there feel for some taxi.
It's normal. It's normal. It's normal.
I know, but thank God.
Yeah.
I have for turn 30 and I'm in my mid 30s and I'm doing well by the grace of God. You know, although a different phase for me, you know, I lost my sight in the mid 20s, you know, and with all, you know, just thinking, you know, I just be worrying almost. Just imagine, I don't get all my plans. You know, see what they don't start here. I want something for. Yeah, they don't paint the perfect picture for me.
Yeah.
Although I'm not able to forget everything now, but being 30 is good. It's great. It makes me strong. You know, it makes me more matured.
Yeah.
You know, and I like the fact, you know, where una they talk. I think when I say comparison spoils something.
Yeah.
You know, I like that whole day. I think I'm a word for the day. You know, and it's good.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes they compare ourselves which we meet them. It's really not good.
Yeah.
Because man, you don't know in life.
Yeah.
They show you the perfect one, but you don't know the real life. You don't know the real stuff where they go through.
Right.
And you know, I don't learn my lesson. You know, and listening to the program today, it has helped me a lot. And thank you. And I will listen from now on.
Oh,
We
thank you so
appreciate
much.
Thank you.
We're very
you're
happy that we
welcome.
made a difference to your day.
Thank you for being part of the program. Thank you. We really appreciate them. I think we get we just get 5 more minutes. Well, 4 more minutes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you call from?
Christiana from Aberdeen.
Christiana from Aberdeen. And what's your contribution?
Well, and I was surprised for, you know, say,
if you listen to this program every day, I'm turning 70 next year.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
But the program is so interesting.
Oh.
You they learn every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sir, I guess well, I don't take and so I don't know if my advice or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The way you papa they walk themselves up, mama can just sit down.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. They let not to meet the mama and papa first, but the workplace, you make up any kind of students.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In society, one way, just be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Just be yourself. So I'm so happy. I been listening to my program every day.
Oh, thank you.
I just decided to call it today.
Oh, thank you so much.
Now the name radio station, Radio Christ. How can this so I don't hear what you talk about. The name. I don't become a bit comfortable.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a blessed and pleasant day.
Thank you. Same to you. We're so happy we're able to make a difference in people's lives and sharing stories and
Right.
educating them. I mean, that's what we're here for.
Right.
And we're always the listening ear. Call we, tell we what's in there you mind.
Right. I think we get a message here as well. Whoa, this is the calls that keep coming in. I think we'll take this final call. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Your name and where you call from, please.
This is Kamara.
Mm-hmm.
I give you this morning. I just want to say thanks to you.
Okay.
I tell on a plenty thanks.
Okay.
And a long time we another online, another we talk to Radio Firefly because you know the first caller in the whole country in this radio station.
Yes, sir.
From Corona Street. It's not Habib Awame. I think this morning they did a powerful call. I don't know if some of them have a lot of problems in their relationship.
Yeah, that's Ali Darami, the first scholar, and he's very proud of that title.
Yes.
Well, we're not able to take any more calls, sadly, because we only have a minute
Yes.
until it's bye-bye time. But Una, thank you. I don't know. I feel so proud and honored right now being here and knowing that we're making a difference out there, even though sometimes we feel like we're not. Mm-hmm. But, you know, the calls there.
Thank you for calling us and telling us.
Thank you for calling us, and I will appreciate them. And if you that way listen and say, all people are not the same. I just want to beg for different because we earlier caller actually proved we wrong, and you know, don't show we say there are actually men out there we know what's in them once we appreciate the fact say okay, me now one woman, one for one. But the thing is, people tend to get comfortable in toxic situations and feel like I'm not able to get past waiting this. That make like I just had to say earlier, we got a lot of programs that we don't do we cater around relationship and waiting for do and waiting not for do. So you can go back.
February would they go in detail. So the last lady we called where they ask we about how for help if you continue for listen to Radio Firefly, would they beg you continue because the entire month of February would they talk about love for 28 days. All the different aspects we can to relationships. So don't worry. I sure so we get for answer your question.
And we get forget master so people in back in the studio.
Of course.
We will answer your questions them. So make sure you join we on 97.1 or go live on Facebook we Dena so on Radio Firefly. We there every Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. a 2 hours program. So you said that 2 hours program, trust me, a very educative a program and you go learn a lot. So join me every day. But sadly we don't get time again right now 11 o'clock. So would they say bye-bye? I hate to say bye-bye, so maybe just say bye-bye.
We hope that you have a beautiful and wonderful day on this 25th of January in 2022 that we have all survived. And if you're an adult, welcome. If you didn't mature up, welcome. And tomorrow we'll definitely get another topic. So make sure you stay tuned to Radio Firefly. And if you've not been getting an opportunity for Express Yourself Fully, we also get the Drive Time Show where they come 4 p.m. till 6 p.m. And today we get Ibrahim Kagbo, aka Slim Peasy, and Inge will continue with the topic turning 30. So make sure say you call we around that same day and give you contributions so that you're able to share your story with somebody else. I just want to read this last Facebook message before we go from Jonathan Musa. He said, good morning, Radio Fry. You guys are doing a great job. And you've been get one text message. Let me read them quickly.
He said, I am now 30. I am now in my 30s, even though I am desiring for the best gift of life, but have not come to reality yet. I hope for the better, and the most important aspect of it is that I am alive. Age is just a number. Don't let it weigh you down with fear. Just figure out positively and work towards your goals. It is obvious that achievements will be prompt at your efforts someday, and somehow and at the right time. Joseph from Wilberforce. Thank you for that inspiring message today. Bonaya, we will cut the program for today.
Indeed.
Join me again tomorrow, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Until then,
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.